Hi friends, today we are going to discuss with you how during this lockdown period you can use your time and your resources to some useful tasks. So for today we have decided to do an activity with the kids. The kids will be making a hat, or it can be any kind of a crazy hat that they will be making with the material which is available at home, easily available at home, or they can create some material using some recycled stuff, and then they will be making a video or they'll be clicking their pictures, doing a tip off and thanking the frontline workers. We all know how hard they have been working to keep us safe. So let's first introduce to you the materials that we are going to use in our video today. As you can see, we are using the school glue, the washable glue, any glue that you think is available for easily available at home you can use. Then we will be needing some colors. I am using the acrylic colors, paints, but you can use any, even if your kids are not so big and they cannot be using these acrylic colors or water paints, then you can use crayons with them. The fun part is how they are doing it and how you are making them learn something new. One of the very most important things that we have used here is the flyer, the colorful flyers that we receive at home every week, and we generally do not use them. So I have tried to use to recycle and to reuse this material. So let me show you what I have decided so far. Using this colorful flyer, I have made a band that will work as the base of my hat, and I'm trying to make something that looks like feathers, the feather band. So using the flyer, diagonally it has been folded, and as broad as you want you can keep, and then I have removed the extra corners, the triangular part, or you can just fold it completely and glue it together so it becomes the band for a small child's head. So depending upon the head width that you want, the circumference that you want to cover, you can make a band like this. For a grown-up, I have used this large width band, and then there is one more material that I have used. If you can see these feathers, these have been made using the recycled paper, the paper that is waste. Children have worked on them. It can be their notebook papers, or it can be even any other scrap paper, any printouts that you have and you don't need to use them any longer. So I have tried to cut these shapes which are looking like feathers depending upon the width and the length that you want to make. So I have decided to have few layers of these feathers. So the last layer is the widest and the largest, the tallest in size, and then I have chosen the front layers as little smaller so the previous rows can be seen easily. So how I decided and how I started this was, after making the band, I first had pasted the last layer of these feather looking papers, feather like papers, and then I colored them with the acrylic paint, and I colored them green, leaf green. Then I used the second layer and I colored them with a different blue color, blue shade. And there, henceforth, when I go like this, now I am shading them with different colors, and this is my last layer of feathers, which is the smallest one, and which I can stick here, and after I can color them. So I will be showing you exactly how it looks like when I color them and I paste them together, and how I will be decorating the front band. So just let's see how it looks like. So to paint my next layer of feathers, I'm planning to use a different bright orange color. But here we have to teach our kids some tips as well that they do not spoil their creation while coloring. So what I decided is I am covering the other painted feathers with this waste paper. So now even if you are using your brush and you are using it pretty with a free hand, you are not spoiling the other created feathers, and that's keeping your design intact.
So now we're gonna be trying to put it on and see how it looks, and then we're gonna continue to see how all of this looks together.
So as you can see, I have painted the latest layer orange, and then I have used the last layer of my shortest and the smallest feathers in the front, and that's the last color that we're gonna use here to make it really attractive and beautiful for our children. This is how it looks like. And so the color that we are going to do here is a pink, and if the pink is not available, you can tell your children to mix colors to create their own. So let me show you how we will be making pink. So I have a little red color over here, and we are gonna mix some white depending upon how much bright the pink color you want. Let's mix this together. So here we have mixed the red and white, and let's see how it comes out when you mix them. When you blend them with a brush, and if the color that you get by mixing them is not really the desired color, you can add more quantities of white or red depending upon what you want it to be. So I'm trying to keep it the lightest pink, so we are mixing some more white color to this, and here it makes it more lighter. So here our pink shade is ready, and we are going to color the last layer of front feathers pink, and yeah, the right stroke. And yes, you have to tell how to color and how the other parts should not be spoiled. And as my last step I had discussed with you, I'm using this extra layer of paper to protect my other colors that I have done. So now this is the final shape of the band after coloring the broad strip. And once this is completed, you can write your message on the band. So when you wear it on your forehead, you can write thank you, you can write miss you can write happy, anything that describes you and your emotion for that moment, you can write on that band. I want to add one more thing here. If you can see the last layer of the feathers, I have tried to give some texture by making some feather like lines using a black marker. So I'm using a Sharpie for that. You can use any ballpoint pen. So let's see how we have done that. So here we start. You don't have to be an artist for that. It's just like you are just drawing lines on the crease, over the crease of these feathers, and you are just trying to, yeah, see. So there is no special stroke. Whatever you do in the diagonal motion, it is creating that beautiful feather like print. So here is the final addition to this beautiful hat. It's like a band, or you can say this is a crazy band or a crazy hat. And the last addition that we have made to this is the first row of the feathers that was looking pretty blank. we have tried to give a different design and texture. So we have first drawn these lines that you can see, the loops that we have created with any pen, the black pen, and then we are using the brush pens to color the innermost part as the purple, and you can use any different combination that you want. So we are using pink and purple, that makes it a little bright. So if your kids are wearing this, they will look beautiful. So I'll show you the final look of this band just when we complete this. So let me share that with you. So here is the final look of this headband. It's with a beautiful message, saving lives. This is our gratitude to all the healthcare and the frontline workers who have been working day and night to make us safe. So thank you all, keep doing the good job, and this is a message for all of you to keep your families and yourself safe. Take care. Bye bye.